Welcome back, NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me to another episode of Music with Nick. Today, I'm very excited. We're going to do something new, a new band I've never covered on this channel. It's called Crimson Glory. Okay, so this is a metal, progressive metal band from, let me just check real quick. This is a request by NARVIK. And as you know, NARVIK requests a lot of good stuff, so be prepared for goodness here. So they're from the United States, from Florida. Wow, okay, cool. Formerly known as Pierced Arrow, then Beowulf. Cool. 1980. Cool. I didn't know. That's so fun that they're from Florida, Sarasota. Very cool. Started in 1979. So I can't wait to hear this. I've heard of their name before, but I've never really heard their music. I think what I've heard is that they compare them to Fate's Warning a little bit and like Psychotic Waltz, stuff like that. So I'm sure NARVIK and Tony are going to be in for a treat. All right. Well, we have 4 songs. We have Crimson... from the album Crimson Glory from 1986. Okay, and that is the song Dream Dancer. We got Transcendence. Let's see, where Dragons Rule. Then we have from Transcendence, Red Sharks. That album is from 1988. Okay, cool. And then Strange and Beautiful album, 1991. So we're going in order of, this is Strange and Beautiful, the title track. Awesome. So let's get right into it. Guys, thank you so much for being here. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe. Give me a like or a dislike, doesn't matter, whatever you feel like. And also, if you would like to request one of these marathons or a song, you can do so through Buy Me a Coffee. Or in the comment section. I mean, we do treat the Buy Me a Coffees, of course, first, because they're paid for requests. But if you want to request just something in the comment section, once we're done with all the requests, we can go and do those ones, right? All right, so let's get into it. I'm very excited. I'm wearing my official reaction shirt. Like, I guess that's what I'm gonna wear now. I don't know. It's just very comfortable, and I love the look, and you know, I'm a Rush fan, so yeah. Okay, so the camera's a little bit weird today. It's very high. Like you kind of like can barely see me, so I'm gonna try and sit up a little bit. Let's see. Well, that's the highest as this goes, or well, it's okay. You can still see my face. You don't have to see my body, I guess. Okay, so let's get into it. Here we go with Dream Dancer, Crimson Glory. Here we go. Oh, Crimson, I'm sorry. All right, here we go.
She touches me in my dreaming. She takes my hand above the clouds with time and sea. The dream's alive in the mist we cried. Below the raging fire.
So they do remind me a lot of Queensryche, a lot, like in a good way. Really nice melodic guitar intro with steel strings. It makes so much. I mean, if you use an electroacoustic guitar with steel strings and you add some delay, it's beautiful. And then those vocals, and it's very nice, very, very beautiful intro. And now they go into this heavy section, which is still not too heavy, you know, to enjoy. And it's really reminds me a little bit of like Jeff Tate here, but in a very, very, very good way. This is beautiful. I'm definitely going to listen to more Crimson Glory instead of Grimson. So here we go. Let's continue.
Call to you, the echoes fade to darkness. Memory still lingers in my mind. The dreams alive in the mist.
Very nice bass. Wow. Very cool. Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of Queensryche because, I mean, I've heard a little bit of Operation Mindcrime, and I've heard a little bit about the one We Walk in the Shadows. It has that kind of like tone to it. I love the guitar work. I love when bands like solo, but it's like all structured, like very Iron Maiden does that. Like when they play solos, they always sound the same. That's the solo that's composed for that song, and that's the solo they play. And of course, if those solos get very technical, even better, you know. It's just very, very, I love to hear a solo that's thoughtful, that has certain element of technique also, but feeling, that says something. It doesn't have to be all like speed and stuff that gets very boring really quickly, but if it's like interesting and it has, you know, even if it's fast, but it has like stuff that talks to you, that's beautiful. And that's what that solo did to me. And the whole vibe was very nice. It was more like a power ballad, you know, instead of like a just like a heavy metal song. So that was very nice. I'm very impressed with this band, but I do see similarities a little bit with Queensryche, but that is something very positive for me because Queensryche is just up there, you know, for me. So, okay, let's continue where Dragons Rule from the album Transcendence. Let's listen to that. Here we go. Thank you, NARVIK, again. This is very enjoyable. Thank you so much. Oh my god, it's so ballsy that boom, 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 like that, just that with the and then the way it's just like a walking pace or like a marching pace, and that evokes so much euphoria. It just sounds badass as hell. Man, I love it. So here he literally like straight up sounded like King Diamond. That is hard to achieve, that falsetto. When I play air guitar, like, because I kind of know when there's a bar, I don't know, it's just like after playing so many years, you kind of know where they're gonna go. But when they do something completely unexpected, that's when, you know, and that's what I like. I was like, okay, they're gonna do this scale, it makes sense, you know, but then they do something completely different. And when that happens, it evokes just like this wow factor, because if you listen to a blues solo, you pretty much know what's going to happen, you know, because it's a pentatonic scale, it's a blues scale. Maybe there's going to be some, you know, surprises in there, some blue notes or stuff like. But in metal, is like, it's very surprising what you can do to kind of like get caught off guard, and I love that, especially about this band here. And oh my god, the singing is just like finger-lickingly delicious. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, there's really like very few bands metal bands that surprise me nowadays, but this is really one of them. Another band that surprised me, like caught me totally off guard, was Annihilator. I'm just hooked to that band now. It's just like, it's so good. So, Alice in Hell. Alice in Hell is just one of those songs. I can't stop listening to it. I've even started learning it. It's just so amazing, technical wise. It's just like, it's like literally, you know, as good as Metallica. You know, I know a lot of people are gonna give me crap about that, but that's what I think. It's very good. Okay, and this band is just like kicking ass. Yeah, I love that progressive element, but it's not too in your face. It's not too Dream Theater. It's still, you know, it's just like, it has that Queensryche vibe. I love it, man. It's so good. Okay, Red Sharks is next. Here we go. Okay, so now we go into Strange and Beautiful, but just wanted to say this track was freaking amazing. Everything about it was just original. I mean, the way, I've heard dual guitar, of course, before, and those licking with the palm muting, but it's just so tasty, man. It's so good. It's ridiculous. So I was just like, I was like, I have to see these guys live, but unfortunately they're not touring anymore. I think they disbanded in 2013. That sucks. Yeah. Wait a minute. 2012. Yeah. Wow. You know. That's too bad. But I mean, we can still listen to them on you know, through here, or you know, buy their CDs. And man, what a crazy band, man. I mean, the vocalist is just Merciful Fate, you know, and a lot of Iron Maiden, but just different. And just like, you know, almost like way heavier and way more. I mean, in 1986 they're doing Somewhere in Time, and that already sounded very different from like Power Slave or Peace of Mind. They were going softer, you know. But I mean, I still love him. But this is just very good, very cool, NARVIK. This is a great discovery. I'm gonna definitely keep a lens over these guys. You know, I'm just gonna check them out. I hope you guys enjoy. I'm sure Tony and Greybeard and BMAC and a lot of people are gonna be happy about this selection. And so let's keep going with Strange and Beautiful. I'm gonna start it over because it did sound we could hear an acoustic guitar coming in. So let's go with that one. So yeah, you can hear a little bit of a difference here because this is 1991 now. They changed a little bit their style. This sounds more reminiscent of Led Zeppelin, almost, if you want to, you know, find something to compare. I really like that doodle 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 bum, and then ba-dum dum bum, doodle 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 ba-dum dum bum. Really cool, very memorable riffing. This is when grunge came in, so they had to come up with stuff that's maybe that wasn't so, you know, metal, but still relevant. You know, like when Guns N' Roses started and all that stuff. I guess they started in '88 or earlier, but They were never really heavy metal. They were hard rock. This sounds more like a hard rock song. Really cool though. I love it.
Deep inside, but you will never
Almost giving me like an Alice in Chains vibe here, which is very positive thing to say. I love Alice in Chains. I've not done a single reaction to them, but they're amazing. Maybe I might do it by myself without being a request, but you guys got to hear some Alice in Chains. It sounds a little bit, just a little bit like something they would do, you know. And Alice in Chains basically started in 1991. They were the ones who basically broke the metal industry into like, yeah, into grunge. It's crazy, but very good band. Let's go back a little. Very good. Man, this was a good track to end the marathon because it showed all the stages of the, you know, I mean, not all the stages, but in those first songs, it showed two very specific, very specific style, and then the style they changed into in the 90s. So I kind of like, NARVIK sent me the song in a different order, and now he told me not to change the order, which I won't. But this one I did change to year after release. I just think it makes more sense. But the next marathon I'm going to do, don't worry, I'm not changing anything. This was just amazing. This was great. Thank you, NARVIK. This was a wonderful time. Great heavy metal with progressive elements, but not too, like, I don't know, it wasn't so much in my face, and I like that, you know. I don't want to be force fed. It's more, this was heavy metal. Yeah, I mean, it says progressive metal, but you know, I didn't feel anything. I mean, it was just very fresh. It sounded very unique. It didn't sound the usual heavy metal. So yeah, we could call it prog, you know, because it did sound like a little bit sometimes Fate's Warning, some King Diamond in there, Iron Maiden, Queensryche, but they were still their own thing, very original, you know. I like to do that. I like to compare, but I'm not saying that they're like copying each other. But I mean, you can only play so much music. There's only so many notes. So this was great. I mean, I think this was one of the better new metal or older metal acts, or acts that I've got to listen on this platform. Very interesting. I'm very intrigued. I'm gonna put this on my playlist and just like keep exploring. This is a good band. Definitely very different. Definitely better than other bands that I've listened to on the channel as of late. There's nothing that I really hated. I would totally say so. I've done so, and it breaks my heart sometimes when you guys request a song and I'm just like, you know, it's just like not that good. So I love that though. I love being honest, and but this, man, this kicks ass. And then I checked, I was like, am I like the only one? And there's only like 4 channels who react to Crimson Glory. So that's kind of cool to be one of those, because I know it's more like a rare band that not everybody like does. I like to do that, and NARVIK knows that as well, that I'd rather pick stuff that is unknown. I mean, I don't care about views and that shit. All I care about is music, and, you know, to give you guys a good time and to enjoy, you know. I mean, yes, of course, if the channel grows, it's wonderful, and it does help us out and everything in the long time, because we want to do more interviews, we want to do more you know, videos together where we talk about movies and music, but all in all, we want to get to somewhere where it's like more about interviewing bands or musicians. Just we did like with Hernan Romero, that was amazing, and we want to do that. And if I can get in touch with one of these guys, you know, and ask them why they're not playing anymore and why they played, how they played, like, that's what I would like to do, you know. Content that actually is not copyrighted, because basically YouTube doesn't care. We can make 1,000 videos, they're not going to pay us. So basically you guys support us right now, and that's what a lot of people don't understand when they're like, hey, I've been like asking you for a year to play my song, but if, like, for example, NARVIK or Greybeard or Michelle or Rudy, you know, like requests a song and actually supports me, then of course I'm gonna do that first, you know. I'm gonna respect that, and if nothing comes in, no request, then you've seen me do the ones, have you heard? I do songs that I already know, and for a year we did literally just stuff that we were just like, you know, we were just doing songs, you know, that people were requesting and people thought we should do, and we were not like, we didn't have that system, that buy me a coffee system, which is very helpful, you know, very helpful for the channel. Look, we got a new mic, We want to get a better chair for Alexia where she can maybe just like veg in, you know, and react. That would be cool. So yeah, we're thinking of a few things to change. I have a great surprise for you guys that I'm going to be doing every Tuesday and Thursday. That is for a specific audience. So that specific audience is going to be thrilled. Some people might not watch it, but yeah. So this was amazing. Thank you so much, NARVIK, for all you do for the channel, for all you support. You're a metalhead beyond belief. Really, you have great taste. You fill this channel with great stuff. I mean, everything I'm a Rhapsody fan now. There's a lot of groups that I've heard that I've really stuck and that I'm really like listening to in my own spare time when I'm driving. It's so weird. Yesterday, Alexa and I were having coffee in this diner, and I was like, I miss Steely Dan, you know? I haven't heard them. I haven't listened to them. Because I think we overdid it a little bit before the concert, and then we saw them live, and then we were like, okay, that's it. But she's like, no, I just listened to, I don't know, she said, Black Cow today. She's like, no, I'm putting that in, you know, she's like, I'm getting my fix, you know? So maybe it's just me that I'm doing more videos than her, and I don't get a chance to listen to more music, because after you do like 4, 5, 6 videos, then you're basically done for the day with listening to music, because it's very loud, and also the constant commentary that you have to add. You have to, you know, be a little bit aware. I don't like to watch reaction videos where people just nod their heads and then at the end say, wow, this was great. Thank you for watching, man. For me, that is not a reaction video, and I don't want to, like, that's their style. If that works for them, and if you like that, watch that, hey, you know, more power to you. But that's just not the style that we do. We like to talk about the music. We like to stop. We like to discuss, compare, all that good stuff. So, you know, but yeah, everybody has their style, and I respect that. So I don't want to seem like an ass or anything. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If some Crimson Glory fans watch this, thank you for being here. NARVIK, thank you for your request, and every other subscriber. Hope you have had a good time, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.